What's up, YouTube? Tenchi Arizonia, the angry Dracolope of the Jackalope crew here, and for the first video of tonight, that's right, there's going to be a couple, I have a review of the product in front of me right in this video, which is the UCO flatpack mini fire pit and grill. Now, as you may have noticed, I've used it quite a bit over the past couple of weeks since I've got it. In fact, I've used it quite heavily in a lot of my recent videos, and I really like it. It's a bit more expensive than other camp stoves, but that being said, it is dual purpose. It is a fire pit and a grill. As a fire pit, absolutely outstanding, especially for the weight class. It actually weighs close to the same, very close to the same weight as my Lixada gasifier stove. In fact, there's only about a 10 gram difference. Not much of a difference, I'm sure you'll agree, especially given how much bigger this is. Aside from that, the functionality as a grill's good, puts out a lot of heat, and the internal dimensions of the fire pit itself are 9 inches from end to end and 6 inches deep, so it can take some quite big fuel, which is a plus, means you don't have to top it up as often. One thing I will hazard is, if you're going to cook using wood as your fuel, wait until it's burnt down a lot, because otherwise you will turn your burgers, sausages, or whatever you happen to be cooking on it at the time into charcoal. Ask me how I know. That being said, if you are using it as a grill using charcoal, it is beyond measure. It is amazing. I've seen full-size barbecues that do not cook half as well as the flat pack mini fire pit and grill, which is saying something. Now, that's the positives. What are the cons? Well, the cons are, even when it's packed up, it is pretty big. The case is about the same size as an A4 piece of paper across, so although it's bigger, it isn't too big to carry as a backpacker stove, I'll say that. However, if you like things to take up minimal amount of space, and when I say minimal, a stove that basically can sit in your hand, then no, this is not for you. That being said, guys, I will be honest, you should not have any problem fitting this in a backpack. Although the folded form, when it's in its case, is around, well, it's 9 inches long by 6 inches that way. So 9 by 6 when it's folded. It's more like 9 by 6.5 because you have the legs sticking off the top. That being said, it's very, very thin. It's like 2-3 millimeters thick when it's folded. So when folded and in its pouch, it's actually only a little bit thicker than a Mora knife outside of its sheath. So in its case, this is about 4 maybe 5 millimeters including the case. Outstanding. The stove itself, when it's folded, is about 3 mils thick. 4 if you count the legs, which I don't, because the body is where the main dimensions of this is. And it's a very, very good product. Excuse me while I add some more fuel. I'm actually using up some of my smaller pieces of firewood tonight before I get to the large stuff. Though it is still kind of light outside, so that shouldn't prove to be much of an issue. Anyway, I really approve of this product. I didn't think I'd say that when I first saw it. I thought it was gimmicky, I thought it was going to warp a lot, and honestly guys, what I thought was warping when I first fired it up actually turned out to be just where the hinges fold in. So no, this has not warped at all, despite the fact it is very thin stainless steel. And at the end of the day, guys, at the price of this, what I paid, which was around £28, dead worth it. Look around for prices though, you can get gouged on these. Don't bother going to Amazon, you will get gouged. And look around your outdoor suppliers, prepping suppliers. Because, yeah, the prices do vary on these. Best price I've seen on it, well, as I said, was £28, which is exactly what I paid for it. And I do not regret that in the least. What I do regret though, and I don't mind saying this, I do regret not getting one of these sooner, because they are bloody marvellous. I've topped that up once now since I started. I've had it burn about half an hour. You saw the top up and look at that, back to full flame. So a very, very good fire pit. Highly recommended. If you can get one at a good price, yeah, definitely get one of these. If you don't just trust my review though, go and check out Wingman 115's review, and Nut Job with a Machete. If you haven't already done a review of this, please do one, and I will direct people to your review as well if you do one. But at the moment, go check out Wingman 115's review. He's got both sizes of this, so check that out. Anyway, that's all for this little rambling review. And as usual, if you like it, please subscribe, comment and share, and remember, be good to each other.
I'm the Dracolope, bitch.